Hello friends, welcome to English Advantage. In this video I will be discussing how to correct this long sentence or how to find the error in long sentences. They are very useful sentences I have taken from the last year question paper, and you will find them very useful for sentence correction, sentence improvement, and also solving the cloze test. And this tutorial will be highly useful for forthcoming examination like SBI Bank PO and SSC CGL exams. So let us see all these questions one by one. The first question is, the RBI has proposed to introduce polymer notes after taking into consideration cost and durability associated with their manufacturing. So this is the sentence. Now you have to find the error in this sentence. If there is any error, you have to spot that error. Now while solving such kind of question, you have to examine each and every part carefully. Just see the first part. The RBI has proposed to introduce. This part is clear till here. Polymer notes after taking into considering. Just see this part. The correct phrase should be after taking into consideration. After taking into consideration. So this is the wrong part here, and this is the wrong part. So the answer would be 2. This 2 would be the answer. You can go through this explanation here also. This also explains the error very well. So this will be the right sentence I have given here. The RBI has proposed to introduce polymer notes after taking into consideration cost and durability associated with their manufacturing. So this way the correct answer would be answer 2. So these sentences I have taken, very long sentences, and they are typical of SBI PO. So let us see the next sentence. I often have days where I get caught in the perpetual mind trap of questioning who am I and what my place in the world is. Now let us carefully examine the sentence right from the beginning. I often have days where I get caught. So till here this is correct. In the perpetual mind trap of questioning, till here also correct. Who am I? Who am I? This is the question pattern, but this sentence is not the question. This sentence is the statement. So that is why we should write here who I am. Who I am, because who am I is the question pattern. So this is the wrong part here, and this should be corrected here. So this should be who am I should be replaced with who I am. So the correct sentence will be, I often have days where I got caught in the perpetual mind trap of questioning who I am and what my place in the world is. So this way this sentence, who I am, this sentence can be corrected. So answer will be 3. Now let us see the next sentence. Even though most of India's youth lives in villages and semi-urban towns, many people consider the ones roaming in the malls and multiplexes of metros as their true reflection. Just see the first part. Let us carefully examine each and every part. Even though most of India's youth, there are so many young people in India. So this object or this subject is definitely plural. So considering the subject is plural, we should write this verb in the plural. So this lives will not come here. This lives you have to replace with the live, because the subject is plural. So accordingly the verb has to be plural. So this is the error here, and the answer should be 2. You can go through this explanation also. Now let us see the next sentence. Bhagalpur in Rajasthan is rapidly transforming into, till here this is correct, India's most fastest. Just notice here, just carefully see here. This is the mistake here. The 2 superlative degree cannot be used together. You have to remove this word here from here, most. So this sentence will say India's fastest growing sanctuary. So this word is extra here. This most is extra here. So the answer would be 2. Answer will be 2, and this is the correct sentence. You can go through the correct sentence. So let us see the next question. The Union Health Minister said that there was an acute shortage of qualified health professionals in rural area who required to be addressed urgently. Now if you look at this sentence carefully, what is the thing that need to be solved? The need to be addressed, the problem, the acute shortage. Acute shortage is the thing that need to be sorted out. So acute shortage, with the acute shortage you have to put here which or that, not who, because acute shortage is not a living being. So this is the wrong word here. This does not refer to this acute shortage. So this is why this who is wrong here, and the correct answer will be 3. Now let us see the next sentence. A manufacturing plant in close proximity to the residential area can pose serious threat from resident by leaving behind persistent chemical pollutant. Definitely a manufacturing plant in the close proximity of the residential area can pose serious threats. But serious threats to whom? Serious threat to resident. Just see here. Serious threats not from residents. The resident will not create any problem for the manufacturing plant. The manufacturing plant will create problem for the resident. So this sentence should say can pose serious threat to resident. So this is the grammatical error of proposition. So this is the wrong part here, and the answer will be 3. The answer will be 3 here. So this way these all sentences are very important for examination point of view. Now let us see the next sentence. The cascading effect of economic slowdown has brought much unnerving gloom to the real estate industry in India last year, but the industry is looking up this year. Just see here, this is the wrong part here. This last year indicate the past simple tense. These phrases like last month, last week, yesterday, day before yesterday, they all relate to the past. They all refer to the past tense. So that is why with the past simple tense we cannot use this word has, because has refer to the present perfect tense. So you have to replace this has brought with the brought. If you write brought, then it will become the past simple tense, and this past simple tense will go with this last year. So this way this sentence can be corrected. So the error will be in part 2. So the answer will be answer 2. This question will have the answer 2. Now let us see the next sentence. Angered over the delay in giving overtime allowance, the factory workers of the recycling plant protested by shouting slogan against the managing director when he reaches his office at 10 a.m. in the morning. If you look at the sentence right from the beginning till here, this is correct. The factory worker of the recycling plant protested. Now this protested suggests that you are writing this sentence in the past tense. So the each and every part should be written in the past tense, but this is not in the past tense, this is in the present tense. So this is the error here, and this part is having in which part? Part 3. So part 3 will be the answer here. This part you have to write in the past tense. So answer 3. This question will have the answer 3. So these are very important sentences. Now let us look at the next sentence. With the introduction of the new system, the number of candidates who resort to unfair means is decreasing. Is decreasing is correct here, because is relating with the number, and number is singular. So is correct here. Is decreasing. Just see this phrase years after years. This is wrong. All these kind of phrases you have to write in singular. Year after year, day after day, book after book, this way. Season after season, this way. So you have to write this phrase in singular. So this is the mistake here. This is the mistake here. The mistake lies in part 4. So the answer will be 4. Now let us look at the next sentence. Amit Chauhan, an avid cricket player who captained his team in school and colleges, will inaugurate the match tomorrow in Bhopal. This sentence is grammatically correct. There is no mistake. You can always write this way. Amit Chauhan, you can qualify, you can describe the Amit Chauhan here, an avid cricket player who captained in the past, and he will be inaugurating the match in the future. So this is the grammatically correct sentence. There is no grammatical mistake here. So the answer obviously will be 5. Now let us look at the next sentence. The ban was imposed by the state's commercial tax department last Friday after protest by a certain community which had threat. Just see, this part is wrong here, because had should be followed by third form of the verb. Had threatened. It should be written as had threatened, because had is past perfect tense and it should be followed by third form of the verb. So this is the wrong part here. The answer will be 4. Just see here, answer will be 4. Now let us look at the next sentence. After working 20 years in the company, he told his employer of his plan to leave the business to lead a more leisurely life. Just see here, this part is wrong, because leisure means comfort and leisurely means comfortable. So we want to say here that he wanted to lead the comfortable life. So that is why we have to replace this phrase leisure with leisurely. So that is why this part is wrong and answer will be 4. Now let us look at the next sentence. He was from Delhi University and could convince anyone with his impressive and fluent talks as he had the gift of the gabbing. This is the wrong part. This is the erroneous part, because we always say the gift of the gab. The gift of the gab means the talent of speaking well, or the talent of speaking impressively. So this is the wrong part here and the answer will be 4. Now let us look at the next sentence. It's common knowledge that national TV network seldom or ever telecast good entertaining program as compared to what other popular channels do. So I think this is the wrong part here. Seldom or ever are the two opposite words. We have to put here the two closely related word. Now the closely related word with seldom is never, because both are negative words. Now in this pair, the seldom is negative word and ever is positive word, and you cannot put them together. So the correct pair is seldom or never. Seldom or never. So this is the wrong part here. So the answer will be 2. Now let us look at the next sentence. Sachin Tendulkar's batting may be compared with the sales of useful book. They score fast right from the beginning. It's true that Sachin Tendulkar batting can be compared with the good book, the selling of the good book. But when the compare is followed by to, or compared is followed by with. Compare can be followed by either to, or it can be followed by either with. But when you compare the two things of the same kind, we have to write compare to. But when we compare the two things of the dissimilar kind, or when we are talking about the differences of the two things, you have to say with, compare with. So here you are talking about the similarity. You are comparing the Sachin Tendulkar batting with the useful book. So here you are talking about the similarity. So that is why you have to write here compared to, because you are talking about the similarity. We also write similar to. Just see here, similar to. So when you are talking about the similarity, you have to write here compared to. So this is the wrong part here. So answer will be 2. Now the same kind of sentence here. Just see here, if we compare Delhi University of New Delhi to Jivaji University of Gwalior, we find the former to be much more efficient in delivering quality education. Now here we are talking about the dissimilarity. What is the difference between the Delhi University and the Jivaji University? So here we are talking about the differences. So that is why here you should write, if we compare Delhi University of New Delhi with, here you have to write with. So this is the wrong part here. The answer will be 2 here. Now let us look at the next sentence. Whatever children are taught at school should not only be for its individual development, but also for the future of the planet. It's true. But just see here, whatever children are taught at school, till here this is correct, should not only be, till here this is correct, for its. Just see here, this is the wrong word here. We are talking about the children, and children is plural. So that is why we have to write here the equivalent possessive pronoun. And this word should be replaced with their, that is THEIR, because children is plural. So this is the erroneous part here. The answer will be 3. Now let us look at the next sentence. In the end, each member of the party agreed to take such action that it deemed necessary. Now in this sentence, such by 2 words, such as and such that. Such that, we write such that when we are talking about the consequence of the action. When we are not talking about the consequence of the action, we always write such as. So here there is no action. We are not talking about the consequence of the action. We are talking about the kind or category. So that is why here you have to write, replace this word with as. So here you have to write, in the end, each member of the party agreed to take such action as it deemed necessary. We are talking about the particular category of the action. We are not talking about the consequence or the result. So that is why this is the wrong part, and answer will be 4. This answer will be 4. Now let us look at the next sentence. Anita looked at him in such distress as he had to look away. Anita looked at him in such hate, in such distress. And what was the consequence of this looking? The consequence or the result of this looking was that as he had to look away, he had to look away from her. So that is why here we are talking about the consequence or the result of the action. So that is why we have to write here such that. such that this as should be replaced with that, because here we are talking about the result of the action. Here I have given the explanation also. This explanation I have given here, you can go through this explanation and this concept will be clear to you. And this is the correct sentence, and answer will be 3. Now let us look at the last sentence of this tutorial. During the past 50 years, thousands of trees have been fallen in various parts of the country. The sentence says, the sentence want to imply that the people have cut the tree and they have been fallen. They have been fallen. So the trees have been fallen by the people. So here you have to use the right word, because fall means to come down or fall on its own. But here you want to imply that somebody has fallen the tree. So here you have to use this verb fell, because fall means to cause somebody to come down or to fall down. Fall means to come down on its own. Now trees are not cutting on its own. Trees are not coming down on its own. Somebody is cutting them. So that is why you have to use the causative verb fell. And the third form of this fell is felled. So you have to use here felled, F-E-L-L-E-D. This explanation I have given here, you can go through this explanation and this concept will be clear to you. So the correct sentence will be, during the past 50 years, thousands of trees have been felled by the people in various parts of the country. So this is also very important for examination point of view. And this tutorial will be also helpful in sentence improvement in Cloze Test, also in all the competitive exam, including NDA, CDS, management exams, SBI, PO, SBI, CLERK. So all the typical sentence I have taken. I hope you have liked this video. And if you have liked this video, please share this video with your friends and subscribe to your YouTube channel that is called English Advantage. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I wish you all the best for your bright future. Thank you.